So the next video I wanted to do was a training drill, and it's one of the ones I found most effective in learning how to use the glaive when I was first starting out. So the biggest problem you have with this weapon is the confidence to be able to stand there and weather an attack from an opponent. Whether they've got a thrusting weapon or a sword and shield, doesn't matter, you still need to be able to be confident in your blocks and your defence. Because while you've got a very long defence this way, it's only an inch wide. So what I came up with was, to get my confidence up, was to just stand there and have someone thrust at me and just try and block it. Because everyone, when they first pick up the glaive, their natural reaction is to over-block. So you quickly see the windscreen wiper defence, because they're over-committing to their defence, which leaves them offline, out of balance, and in a bad position generally. So what you want to do, and you'll start off sloppy, as everyone does, but you'll quite quickly find your line. And this also helps you understand what line means, and you'll quickly know where that line of defence or attack is, okay? And you'll quickly come back to here, and what you want to get to is only having to do slight turns to block it. You should only need to move a couple of inches at the tip here. This is with the shadow effect, okay? If you move this a couple of inches, it'll block your whole body. So what you'll quickly find is that your weak spot, or you quickly find what your weak spot and your strong spots are, okay? So what you'll find is that the leading hip is the weakest spot on your defence, because everywhere else, a slight roll, a slight bit of movement will get you out of the way. You can't get the hip out of the way without actually stepping back or around or out of the way, okay? So it's a very slow defence. Out of the way, you need to read the shot and actively block it. So all the defences for the leading hip are much slower. So likewise, when you're fighting an opponent, that's one of the easiest places to target, because you know they can't defend it as easy as everywhere else. So you need someone else to help you with this, and just get them to stand at range. You're not going to be throwing back, just get them to throw shots, thrusts at you. So just start off slow, and then you can build up your speed as you get more confidence and get your eye in for the defence, okay? And then after a while, so let's just start off with basic thrust. After a while, get them to step offline and mix it up a bit. Right? This will get you having to rotate your defence and to block all those shots, okay? Then, once we start getting those blocked, you can start doing get them to throw in some fakes, okay? And that will mean, because the fakes is what you really need to control, because you don't, every time if you overcommit, that's where the fakes will get you. They'll draw you offline, and then you're dead. So what you want to do is be able to sit there, only commit as much as what you need to block the shot, and then be able to, if it's a fake, read the fake. You've only committed this far, it's not the end of the world, and then you can still get your block there. So this will teach you exactly how far you have to move, and you'll find it's only moving the tip from here to here is typically all you need to block the body, okay? What it also teaches is the shadow effect and the line game. And so you'll quickly learn how far around you can block just by rotating like this, how far, at what point do you need to take a step, and how do you block this hip. This is the crunch down or the step out of the way. Okay? It's the best thing you can do to get your eye in for fighting with the glaive. You can do a similar drill if you're fighting with a two-handed sword. I've got this little itty bitty glaive that I use just for fun. To teach me my short game, and what you can do, you can start off out to get the shadow effect, but you can gradually move it up more and more. So what this will do, it'll hone your reflexes to a point, because as you come up, you've got less and less time to read the line of the glaive, okay, or the shot coming in. So what it does, it gets your reflexes faster, and then you'll have to start picking which side of the glaive is going to come on. So just a few things about the stances when you're doing that drill. What I found to be the most efficient one is to leave the head open. Because I know this is my weak spot, okay? So what I'll do, I'll purposely be down a little bit, because I want the shot to be coming above the line or the plane of my glaive. Anything below that, so if I'm up here pointing at the head, they come down here, I really don't have much. I have to crunch or I have to move out of the way. If I'm down like this, I know they have to come above It's just a slight twist of the body, okay, and then I'm online and I've got them. So that's what I found to be the most comfortable. If someone else has got a better stance or had better luck with something, let me know. We can work on that. Might give me some new ideas, but typically find out what's comfortable for you. But it's the same thing as fighting sword and shield, or fighting as a sword and shield against a glaive. You want to leave an opening so you know where the shot's going to come. And I purposely leave the head open because this is the harder thing to defend. Likewise with the shorter weapon, or if you just say it's a two-handed sword, if you're going up more vertical, you don't go vertical like this because they can just chop or thrust straight down and you've got a 50-50 chance, right? I hold it at an angle like this, so the tip is in line with my shoulder, the tip's down near the hip. That way they can't get a straight chop down. The only way they can do it down this side is a slight movement like this to block it, okay? Whereas if I was like this, I'd have to read which side of the blade it's going to go on, and there's a 50-50 chance of getting it wrong. So by doing that, instead of that, you're naturally inclining them to go towards this side of the body, okay? So, won't go too much more into that. That's just the drill. It will get your confidence up to be able to stand there and know that you can block a shot. Because most of the battle is staying alive long enough to find the gap in the opponent to kill them. So if you can sit there taking the shots and just throw the one at the end to kill them, then you've saved all your energy. You'll be much better for it. Yeah, have fun.